get worldwide airplay, boost online streaming and sales. Get noticed by major labels like BMG, Sony Music, and Empire. Your videos aired on TV in millions of homes. See what Never Stop Entertainment can do for you. Visit us now at neverstopent.com.
Hey guys, it's me, Yaya Diamond. You're listening to Dream Chasers Radio. You're also watching on all kinds of different places. But listen, I have no time. No time. There's no time to go through all of this. Just Google it, okay? Because I have the icon, the man, Earth, Wind, and Fire. Hiya, say, do you remember? Oh my goodness. Come on, come on, come on. Every party, even up until today, tomorrow, next year, will still be singing all of Earth, Wind, and Fire songs. And I am telling you right now that I have Mr. Ralph Johnson on the show. I want to welcome him. Thank you so much for joining us.
Good morning. How are you? I should say good afternoon. It's 12 noon where I am.
Well, yeah, it's afternoon, same Eastern Standard Time, same. Yeah, it's in the
Okay.
afternoon. Definitely. I want to thank you so much for joining me today. I know that you guys have been traveling a lot lately, and oh my gosh. But I really, really wanted you on the show to talk about the book. The book.
What book?
Your book. Okay, so wait.
Ding.
Your book, Rhythm and Fire: A Life in Harmony with Earth, Wind, and Fire. I just pre-ordered the audiobook and
Yeah.
I am ecstatic to listen. Ecstatic. So
Well, let me say that for those that are getting the audiobook, they're getting a very special musical piece that I created for the audiobook.
yes, I know I was gonna say that. I was gonna say that. Thank you so much, Mr. Johnson. So let me ask you a question. What does the title personally mean to you, and why was this the right time to finally tell your story?
Well, actually the publishers, because we went back and forth about the
Mhm.
cover, we went back and forth about the title. Finally, they came to me with Rhythm and Fire, and it just made all the sense in the world. Since I am a drummer, there's a rhythm, and I'm a member of Earth, Wind, and Fire, so it just kind of came together.
That's sweet.
Why write the book now? Why? I'm going to
Mhm.
answer the question with a question. Why not write it?
I hear
I'm
that.
I'm 55 years in with the group, and I will be
Wow.
75 on my next birthday.
You ain't no 75.
I'm trying to tell you,
You ain't no 75.
You know what? July 4th, I will be 75.
What? Well,
Yeah,
congratulations and
thank you.
happy birthday, because I know I'm not gonna be able to see you, but
We'll be
I
up in
mean,
Toronto, Canada, with Lionel
Toronto.
Richie.
Oh, Lionel Richie's a sweetheart. He is a sweetheart. I like him very,
Yes, he
very
is.
much. It's beautiful because Lionel and Walter and all the guys, just amazing people, amazing people.
No,
So,
where are you from originally?
I'm from Chicago, Illinois.
Okay,
Mhm.
okay. I've done some serious retail therapy in Chicago.
Oh, oh, yeah.
You know about retail therapy?
I do. I do. I hate shopping. I think it's my mother's fault.
I was very upset when they closed the Barneys in Chicago.
Come on, my mom was too.
Man,
She was upset. Oh yeah.
Verdine and I used to go in there and just kill it.
Wow. Wow. So, but you grew up in Los Angeles.
I'm from
So,
LA, born and raised, yes.
wow. How did that environment shape your musicianship?
Well, it was very competitive because there were a ton of musicians in LA. And so you had to really be up on your skills if you were going to be playing with someone on a professional level. And as it turns out, Maurice and Verdine saw me at a club I was playing at, a very popular club. It's no longer there. But they saw me play, and the next thing I knew, I was getting a phone call, and they're asking me if I wanted to audition. I said, "Yeah, sure." And there you
Wow.
are.
Wow. So you wrote this book, right? You wrote this book uh before, and it's not just a band, you say it's an energy, it's a time force, it's a timeless force. Actually, when did you first realize you were a part of something that transcended music, like this is just more than music?
Well, I guess I started getting a hint when we played our first 18,000 seat stadium, which was in Philadelphia. It was called the Spectrum. It's
Mm,
no longer there. They tore it down. But we were opening for, I think it was Gladys Knight.
mhm.
And that was the first time I heard 18,000 people go, you know. So that's when I got a clue, you know.
Wow, wow. So, there's so many different things that you wrote about in the book. There's Maurice White, there's the band, there's you, there's I mean, there's just so many things, and I got that from the actual synopsis of the book. Um, you know, Maurice White made a conscious decision to steer the band away from the era's vices like drugs and sex, and instead aim for a music rooted in spirituality and hope. How did that commitment change the culture inside the band?
Well, everybody just automatically accepted it.
Hmm.
We didn't drag, nobody that came to the band was dragging any habits into it.
Right.
We were already pretty clean living. So Maurice's, philosophy about food and how to carry yourself, it was just automatic. We automatically accepted it. Maurice was 10 years older than us, so he was like a big brother. So it really kind of worked out. He had all the right
Wow.
guys, what we now
Wow.
call the nine, you know, and
Hmm.
he made good decisions about the people he brought into the group.
Wow. Wow. So your songwriting credit on Sound Like a Love Song has lived through sampling, including Jay-Z, right? His song Cry. What does it feel like to know that you've created the fingerprint that has touched completely different generations that way?
Well, as a songwriter, you hope one day that someone from the hip hop world might sample your stuff.
Mm-hmm.
The song they found, and I don't even know how they found it, was Just Blaze that produced that particular cut, Song Cry. And
Mm,
he found the record in a record bin, and it was on this little obscure label. And how he found it or came across it, I'll never know. But I guess it was a godsend kind of thing.
mm-hmm.
And the next thing I know, I was getting a phone call from an attorney in New York. He was saying, "Are you Ralph Johnson?" I said, "Yeah, I'm Ralph Johnson." He said, "Well, you've been sampled." I said, "Oh man, that's cool." I said, "Who sampled me?" He said, "Jay-Z." I couldn't believe it.
What?
I couldn't
What?
believe it. And so consequently, uh, Jay-Z, Keisha Cole, Drake,
What?
yeah, yeah, yeah. Um, and last but not least, Queen Naija with Big
Mm,
Sean. Matter of fact,
wow.
The Queen Naija version was so popular, I won the ASCAP Rhythm and Blues Award for that song.
Stop. Stop it. Just stop. That is amazing.
I never would have, who knows? That's why you gotta keep writing.
Yeah, definitely gotta keep writing. Oh my gosh. So
Because
the
you
book
never know when someone is gonna pick up on something you're doing. You just
you
don't know.
don't. No, you don't. My gosh. Wow.
Yeah.
That is just I mean, come on. I mean, I would have been running. I would have been running. So the
Yeah,
book
it was a pretty cool thing.
definitely, definitely. So the book covers challenges of the music industry alongside the highs. What industry lesson have you learned the hard way that you want your readers, especially young artists that are going to get the audiobook, that are going to get the book, to walk away with?
Perseverance. That's because the book is a little deeper than, my adventures with Earth, Wind, and Fire because it gets into commitment, faith, resilience, trust, you know, those intangibles that help to make and shape you as a person.
Mhm.
So there are some life lessons in there.
Wonderful. Wow. I absolutely love what you've done. You've taken and this is something I always say. You've taken your life and you've lived it then you put it in a instructional kind of manual. Hey, this is what it is. This is what happened. This is what, and you're not taking it with you. Because I always say that the richest lands of every city, of every town, are the graveyards of people that have taken their talents and their knowledge with them when they left this earth and they didn't leave it behind. What does that feel like to know that you are still an instruction and you're leaving that behind for people to grasp?
Well, speaking of leaving something behind, I tell people I wrote this book for my grandkids, and I wanted them to have a tangible literary example of my journey in the music industry and in growing up in LA, so it's really written for my grandkids. But
Mm,
it's deeper than that because, like I said, there are life lessons in the book.
yeah.
So, you know, I hope people will embrace it and find it interesting. I think they will find it interesting because you're going to find out some stuff that you didn't know. You'll find out stuff you didn't know about Earth Wind, and you'll find out stuff you didn't know about me.
Hmm. Wow.
So I think it's going to be very enlightening.
Wow. Well,
I
I want
mean,
to
for instance,
go tell me.
no, I was going to sprint you. I mean, you would know that I was an art collector.
And sweetness. I like that. I like
You,
that.
but at the same time, you wouldn't know that I'm a double black belt.
Well, come on now. You and me got something in common. Which style?
Well, two styles. My first style is Tong Sudo, which is a
Okay.
Korean style of karate. I'm a first
Yes.
degree in that, but I'm a third degree in a style of kung fu known as San Tzu.
Oh,
Look it
sweet.
up, YouTube it.
Sweet. I'm a
And
fourth
then
degree in
last but not least, you wouldn't
go
know I
ahead.
was you wouldn't know I was a scuba diver.
No, I wouldn't. No.
See,
But we got something in common. That karate thing, I absolutely love it. I've been doing this since I was 16 years old.
get
I'm a
out.
Yeah, I'm a fourth degree in Okinawan Shuriru Karate Do.
Oh, I
Oh,
love it. I love it. I love it. I'm trying to work my way to fourth degree in San Tzu right now. I
yeah.
started going back to the dojo twice
Oh,
a week, and that along with my tennis, and it's been kind of a fun thing. But
that's sweet.
I love it. It's one of the best things I ever did.
Yeah, it is. It is wonderful.
Did you do the whole tournament fighting thing? Because I
Yes,
did.
I did. I did the Battle of Atlanta. I
Oh
did,
my God, that's one of the biggest tournaments ever
I
on the
know.
planet.
I know. I did the Battle of Atlanta. I did that. I did,
Did
uh
you ever do the internationals out in Long Beach, California?
I haven't been to California for the tournaments. No, no,
Okay, yeah.
I not for the tournaments. I've been to California, but not for the tournaments.
Yeah, there was,
But
I don't even know if they still do it. Ed
I don't
Parker, who was
know.
a Kempo stylist who
Mhm.
taught Elvis Presley,
Mm,
um, they started doing this thing called the Internationals, and it was held every year in Long Beach.
mm.
Um, but I don't even know if they still do. I've been off that tournament scene for a long time.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not really concerned about the tournaments, but I did the FBBA, which is the Fuller Black Belt Association. I was the I don't know how many years I was number 1. I don't know. It was great. It was great. As you do it, I did it for self-defense and to keep in
Right.
shape as well. But it was more for self-defense because as a woman, you got to be able to defend yourself against some crazy people out there. Mm.
Amen. They are crazy. And hey, guess what? They're getting crazier.
Tell me about it. Tell me
You
about it.
know,
I
hey,
know.
dig this. The United States is not united. And
Okay.
to
Let me
that,
tell you,
to
I knew
that,
that.
to that, I must add, we're a long way from Woodstock.
I loved that. That whole thing. I know they did try to recreate that. It just never happened like it happened,
No,
back in the
not like
day. It
that
just
first
never
time
no. No, it never did. Well,
when Fly and Jimmy were alive.
tell me about it. Oh my gosh. Just to live through that, to be there. That must have been amazing. Must have been amazing. Well,
Well,
wow.
the movie was certainly great.
Oh, yeah. Hello. I like the real footage that they had in there too. That was
Yeah.
that was wonderful. That was really, really good. Wow. Well, I'm gonna show your book really quick Look at that. You guys can get that on Amazon. It's the book. You can actually get the hardcover, or you can go ahead and get the audiobook. I actually got the audiobook because I'm always traveling and always going somewhere and performing and doing interviews. And so audiobook is going to be the one way that I actually listen to any book. And this has already been purchased here, but you can also get your paperback. You can get your everything. And there's just multiple sites where you can get it. I want to congratulate Mr. Johnson for being a #1 new release. You haven't even released yet your #1 new release. How do you
You
do that?
know, someone in my family brought that to my attention. I didn't even know. And they sent me a shot of the Amazon page. I was like, whoa, and it's not even out yet.
No,
So I'm kind of happy about that.
I'm happy about that too. I'm very happy about that. I'm very happy about the history of Earth, Wind, and Fire, and I'm very happy that you were able to actually enjoy such a wonderful, wonderful experience in your life. That it to me, that's just it's optimal. It's optimal. It's beautiful.
It's been a wonderful experience. And the cool thing is, we're still, as I say, putting butts in the seats. And people still want to hear the music.
Of
And
course.
you won't hear about us going in the studio doing anything new because they don't really care about anything new. They just want to hear the hits that they grew up with.
Yeah.
And we don't mind presenting that night after night after night.
That's wonderful. That is a beautiful thing. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate it.
Thank
And,
you.
forever you will always be in my heart. I thank you guys so much.
You're going to be getting a little gift from me. I do a radio show.
You too? Sweet.
I do a jazz show
I love
that
jazz.
that comes on mainstream jazz. You're in the mainstream jazz. I didn't say
Yeah.
smooth jazz. Um, Mainstream jazz, and it comes on every Saturday night out of a station in Vegas, KUNV 91.5, which is on the campus of UNLV. And I'm on
Nice.
every Saturday night for 2 hours. But anybody that interviews me or does a podcast automatically gets a copy of my latest show. So you're going to be receiving that. Matter of fact, Joe Mason has the show. I just sent it to him, and I'm going to call him when we finish and tell him to send you the show. I would love to
Aw,
hear your thoughts. I would love to hear your thoughts on the show.
awesome. Thank you so much, Mr. Johnson. I'm looking forward to that. And Joe, thank you guys. Thank you over at Never Stop Entertainment for doing this and providing such a wonderful opportunity for me. I don't know about Mr. Johnson, but for me to have him on the show is a blessing. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me, and you have a
Anytime.
great day.
You too. And thank you guys so much for tuning in. Don't forget to dare to be different. And until next time, guys, keep it real. Earth, Wind, and Fire, yo. What? Yes. Don't forget to get the book. Ah. Thank you for watching.